SANDHAN, All Gujarat Integrated Classroom.
સેટેલાઇટના માધ્યમથી જોડતી કડી એટલે સંધાન.
Good morning to everybody. Today's topic is on clauses. So before starting the topic, I would like to give my own introduction. I am Dr. Alpna P. Patidar. I am Associate Professor at Arts College SANDHAN-AGIC. It comes in North Gujarat University, Patan. Okay, again good morning. My topic is on clauses. Okay, first we will see what is clause. A clause is a group of related words which has a subject and predicate of its own, makes complete sense and forms part of a larger sentence. So it is a group of related words and forms, if we combine all these words, then we will get one sentence, and that sentence has complete sense and it forms part of a larger sentence. It is called a clause. Mainly we divide clauses into two kinds. First is main clause and second one is subordinate clause. Now what is main clause? Main clause is independent. It can stand by itself although it is part of other structure combined with other independent or dependent clauses. It is independent. Main clause is independent. We will get the meaning from the main clause. Then comes subordinate clause. What is subordinate clause? Subordinate clause is dependent on main clause. It cannot stand by itself, so it is called dependent clause. But it adds more information to main clause. Subordinate clause. Subordinate clauses often begin with a subordinating conjunction or relative pronoun that makes the clause unable to stand alone. Due to subordinating conjunction, that clause cannot give the meaning completely and cannot stand alone. With the help of main clause, they can give us meaning, complete sense. Now subordinating conjunctions. There are many words which are used as subordinating conjunctions. For example, because, when, what, that, though, although, why, after, before, who, whom, while, whether, wherever, whenever, since, as, until, whereas, etc. Now we will see one example. One is of main clause and another is of subordinate clause. Ram likes banana. Second, Ram likes banana because it is full of calcium. Here, Ram likes banana. In this sentence, we get subject and predicate. Subject, verb. Subject and verb. So it is full sentence and it gives meaning. And underlined sentence, if we observe the underlined sentence, because it is full of calcium. If we separate it from Ram likes banana because it is full of calcium, if we separate it from second sentence, because it is full of calcium, then we will not get complete meaning. We will not get complete thought. So it is incomplete. And if we add with main clause, then it will be completed. Ram likes banana because it is full of calcium. It adds more information to main clause. Examples in main clause. Subject plus verb is equal to complete meaning. For example, Rita writes. Rita writes. Rita is the subject, write is the verb, and meaning is complete. So it is a man clause. Some examples in subordinate clause. Subordinate conjunction. First comes subordinate conjunction plus subject plus verb is equal to incomplete meaning or incomplete thought. Whatever she understood. Whatever she understood. It is incomplete. Whatever is conjunction. Here she subject and understood is verb here. Full sentence if we see, Rita writes whatever she understood. If we add it with Rita writes with man clause, then it adds some information in the man clause and gives complete meaning. So it is in this way we can get meaning from this sentence if we add it with man clause. Man and subordinate clauses in these examples. Some examples we will see, then it will be more clear. Man clause plus subordinate clause. Man clause plus subordinate clause. I don't know when he will go. I don't know when he will go. I don't know is man clause and when he will go is subordinate clause. And second example, he gave him whatever he wants. He gave him is the man clause. Whatever he wants is the subordinate clause. Crowd run wherever a leader goes. Crowd run is man clause. Wherever a leader goes is subordinate clause. So in previous sentence we have seen that if we put first man clause, then we have to add subordinate clause. Man clause plus subordinate clause. Here we will see first we will put man clause, subordinate clause, then comma, then man clause. If we put first subordinate clause, in this situation we have to put comma between man clause and subordinate clause. So same sentences we reverse. When he will go, comma, I don't know. When he will go, then comma, then man clause, I don't know. In second sentence, whatever he wants, comma, then subordinate, then man clause, he gave him. Wherever a leader goes is subordinate clause plus comma, then man clause, crowd run. Subordinate clauses are divided into three kinds: noun clauses, adjective clauses, and adverb clauses. We can divide subordinate clauses into three kinds. First, we have divided clauses into two kinds: man clause and subordinate clause. Now we have understood what is man clause and what is subordinate clause. Man clause is independent clause. Subordinate clause is dependent on man clause. And it adds more information to man clause. Now we will divide subordinate clause into three parts: noun clauses, adjective clauses, and adverb clauses. Now we will see noun clause. What is a noun clause? A clause that functions as a noun is called a noun clause. It has a subject and predicate of its own. For example, Radha told me that I was right. Radha told me that I was right. In this sentence, Radha told me is the man clause. Underlined sentence, that I was right is the subordinate clause. In subordinate clause, we are seeing now noun clauses. Functions of the noun clauses. Functions, we will see now the functions of the noun clauses. How noun clause will work in the sentence. So here, noun clauses functions as the subject of a verb. Noun clauses function as the object of a verb, as the object of a preposition, as a complement of a verb, and as in opposition to noun or pronoun. The noun clauses works in 5 conditions: as an object, as a verb, as an subject, as a subject, as an object of the verb, complement of the verb, and in opposition to noun or pronoun. So let us see noun clause functions as the subject of a verb, how it works as a subject of a verb. Look at these examples. We will understand it with some examples. Number 1, what Ram said is true. What Ram said is true. Here, what Ram said is subordinate clause. Noun clause. Is true. Is true is the main clause. So here it works as a subject. In second sentence, when he will return is certain. When he will return is certain. When he will return is noun clause here, and functions as subject. Is certain is main clause. How they manage in the camp. How they manage in the camp is a mystery. Here it is a subject of is. It is a subject of is. Whole clause. How they manage in the camp is the subordinate clause. Functions as a subject in noun clause. Next, as the subject of a verb. Noun clause functions as a subject of a verb. What he said is not clear. What he said is not clear as a subject of a verb here. What he said is not clear. Again, some more examples we will see, so it will be more clear. Whether he will pass is doubtful. Whether he will pass is noun clause, and functions as a subject is doubtful. That he went to college is true. In this sentence, that he went to college is subordinate clause. In subordinate clause, it is noun clause. In noun clause, it functions as a subject. Is true. It is a subject of is. So all verbs are is, and here all noun clauses are playing the role of a subject. Now, second function of a noun clause is as the object of a transitive verb. It functions as an object of a transitive verb. Let us look at these examples. He told me that he was absent. He told me that he was absent. Here I have underlined what is noun clause and playing the role of an object. Here he told me is the main clause. That he was absent. Here is describing describing subordinate clause is noun clause, and it is describing told that he was absent. She doesn't know when he will return. She doesn't know when he will return. So here underlined sentence when he will return. When he will return is subordinate clause, and in subordinate clause it is a noun clause. In noun clause it is playing the role of an object. Some more example will clear the objective position of a noun clause. I know where he lives. I know where he lives. Where he lives. We can make question. Where what do I know? If we make question, what do I know? Then answer is, I know where he lives. I know where he lives. Where he lives is subordinate clause. So in subordinate clause it is noun clause. In noun clause it functions as an object of know. I said whatever I knew. In next sentence, I said whatever I knew. I said is main clause and whatever I knew is noun clause. In noun clause it functions as an object of said whatever I knew. You can sit wherever you like. Here you can sit is the main clause and wherever you like is the subordinate clause. In subordinate clause it is noun clause and in noun clause it functions as an object of sit. I wonder how the baby ran. I wonder how the baby ran. If we make question, what do I wonder? What do I wonder? Then answer, I wonder how the baby ran. How the baby ran is subordinate clause. In subordinate clause it is noun clause and in noun clause it functions as an object of wonder. Okay. Now we will see as the object of a preposition. As the object of a preposition. We will see some example for this thing. He paid no attention to what the teacher said. He paid no attention to what the teacher said. He paid no attention to is main clause. What the teacher said is subordinate clause. In subordinate clause it is a noun clause and in noun clause it functions